Just cut the music. Thanks, buddy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Really glad you're here. I have a few announcements. The first one is that there's been some changes. Two of our actors, not our primary 6 actors, but 2 of our other actors, secondary actors, are not here tonight. So, what are we going to do? We learned 3 days ago. You'll do it? Okay, well, actually what I did was I moved 2 people up. And then those roles weren't filled. So then I moved 2 ghosts up. So we don't have any ghosts wandering around as much as we normally do because everybody's been bumped up a little bit. And since I just learned they were doing these roles 3 days ago, 2 of them are in scripts. So I hope you can understand that and appreciate it. They're going to try their best, and I think they'll be fine. The other thing is we're filming tonight. Shouldn't bother you, shouldn't matter at all. But you can, on the back of your program is my YouTube channel, and after we've edited it in a couple weeks, we'll put it up if anybody wants to go back and look at something. And there's a 10-minute intermission. It's about exactly almost halfway through the play. I made sure that I wrote it so that it was right in the middle. And that's basically about it. There'll be free refreshments. It's going to take me a second because we moved those 2 people up, and we moved the other 2 people up. We lost our stage manager. So I am stage manager. If something goes wrong tonight, you know where to look. Okay? Have a good time.
As I requested. How do you do? I'm Agatha Christie.
I am exceptionally fine. How do you do?
Fine, thank you. Oh, the tower card. Danger, destruction, crisis.
Yes. I got lucky, didn't I?
Not many would say that. Say, you haven't a name tag.
Name tag?
Yes, like mine. See, Agatha Christie. You should be wearing one.
Agatha. But I'm not Agatha.
Oh, of course not. What wit? No, what I meant to say is, you should be wearing one with your name on it so everyone knows who you are. Oh, here, I have a spare. I always have a spare of everything. One never knows.
One never does.
Oh, here you go. Oh, I also have a pencil you may borrow to write your name on it, and then fasten it to your lovely dress.
Oh, can I? Is it?
Oh, indeed. I had one just like it a dozen years ago. I have a hat pin you may borrow to fasten it with.
Oh, come. Sorry.
Now, make sure you write your other name too, so as not to be confused with the other Marys in the hotel.
Are there?
Are there what, my dear?
Other Marys in the hotel?
Well, I should think so. It's a common enough name.
Ah, it is. Is it?
Here's the pen.
Oh, ouch!
Oh, ow! I'm sorry, Mary. Are you injured? Will you be all right?
I think so. Not too bad of a wound.
Oh,
Oh, a bit of blood.
Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley? The Mary Shelley?
Yes, that is my name.
Are you really Mary Shelley, the author of that book about the monster?
Well, yes, I've written a few books about monsters.
But I thought... Are you sure? Are you really sure?
Yes? Oh, what did you think?
Not to be indelicate, my dear, but I thought you were dead.
Oh, is that so? Oh, no. That is not true. Oh,
Oh,
but not yet.
indeed. Please excuse me for being so rude. Well, Mary Shelley, it is quite an honor to meet you.
Oh, thank you. And it is nice to meet you as well, Agatha. Are you the Agatha who writes murder mysteries?
I am. Perhaps you have read some of them.
Yes, I have. I have made a study of them.
Oh, that's a sweet thing to say.
It is true. I especially like to reread all the murder body descriptions quite closely.
Is that so? Me too.
Ow.
Oh, Sir Arthur, hello.
Oh, hello, my dear lady. It is so good to see you again. I brought along a friend as my guest for the weekend, Harry Houdini. Now, he's a sharp fellow when it comes to solving mysteries or creating them. Say hello, Harry. It's Agatha Christie.
Oh, Miss Christie, may I say, I really enjoy your writing.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Houdini. Hello. I have heard you were quite accomplished yourself as an illusionist. I shall wait with bated breath to see what you conjure up at our dinner. An ending to my new book would be nice.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, my apologies. I did not see this lovely young woman standing behind you, Agatha. Good afternoon, my dear. I am Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and this is my friend, Harry Houdini.
How do you do? I am Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley? The Mary Shelley? The writer?
Yes.
Really? But how?
Yes, Sir Arthur, this is Mary Shelley. We've been through it all, as you can imagine, and Mary and I have worked it all out. This is Mary Shelley.
Well, how delightful. You know, I never thought I'd get to meet you in person, Miss Shelley. I thought we'd be like two ships passing in the night. I am delighted, my dear. Delighted and humbled.
Yes, it is lovely to meet you.
Thank you. I too never thought to meet you all. I have enjoyed your books, all of you, especially yours, Mr. Houdini.
Oh, Mr. Houdini? I didn't know you wrote a book.
He has many, actually. I especially enjoyed Handcuff Secrets.
Did you? Well, that's very kind of you to say. It is rather technical, though.
It is true. I liked reading about all the mechanisms, clasping and releasing.
That is their job.
Well, looks like you've made another true fan on this side of the Atlantic, eh, Harry?
So it seems.
Isn't it a delight to find others who appreciate your talents? I find it such a balm when things get rough to think of those who have enjoyed my little writings.
Oh, too true. It raises one's spirits when the chips are down, like slow book sales.
Or slow ticket sales.
Oh, ouch! Oh, excuse me, Sir Arthur, but I wonder if you shouldn't have a look at Mary's hand. She has a wound.
Is that so? Well, I am a medical man, first and foremost. Let's take a look, Miss Shelley. Now, it's not big, but it's a nasty cut. What caused this?
Agatha stabbed me.
What?
Well, it was an accident. Mary borrowed a pin of mine, and when she reached for it, the end stuck her.
Well, maybe we should go over by the
Yeah, maybe you should go over by the desk. The better lighting over there, further away from me.
Yes, well, luckily I actually carry some wound medications with me. I always have some. One never knows.
What you often do.
Yes, well, here we go, my dear. Just have a seat and place your hand on the desk. My dear, that's good. That's good. Let's see now. Well, it looks clean, but perhaps a little brandy dip would be good.
I'll get it for you, Arthur.
No, thank you. Let's see, what do we need now? We need some gauze, we're gonna need some medicine, we got a knife, we get the tape out. Here we go. Let's see, we need this. Thank you, Harry. Gauze, there's tape. Let's see, here oh yes, that'll do just fine. Okay, well, let's get this out of the way here for you.
Yes.
There we go. I'll just dip it in nice and easy. Here we
Alright.
go. No, it's all right. It's all for the best. All for the best. Oh dear. Let's see now. Get some gauze here. Oh, I'm all thumbs today for some reason. Yes. Well, oh, bollocks. Darnation.
Here, let me help. Let's see. I'll cut the tape if you could hold it tight so as to create some tension, Sir Arthur.
Oh, certainly. I can do that.
Here we go. Ready? And...
Oh, the devil, she stabbed me!
You too!
Oh, Harry, come pull this blade out.
Arthur, I can't. I really can't.
Harry, it's my dear friend. I am begging you, come and pull this knife out. I have to hold on to Miss Shelley's bandage.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll try. Just don't
hurts.
panic.
It hurts.
Agatha, hello, old thing. How are you? Hold on, Dorothy. Hello.
What the devil is going on?
Oh, we've had a mishap.
A mishap? It looks like more than one to me. What happened?
Agatha stabbed me, then she stabbed Sir Arthur, and then he fainted.
Agatha stabbed the both of you?
Yes!
So one of us finally did it, huh? Oh, what was it like? Can you explain it to me in vivid detail, preferably with a flourish, explaining how gruesome the whole ordeal was?
It was all an accident. I did not stab anyone on purpose. And he fainted, not my fault at all.
Sir Arthur, is that what's really happened?
Yes, I'm afraid so, Miss Dorothy. Listen, could you be an angel and wrap my wound in some gauze until I can attend to it? I'm trying to assist this young lady.
Oh, of course, yes. Here. Okay. Oh, Agatha, can you grab that knife that man on the floor has and come cut this for me?
No!
All right. Can you at least get the knife and bring it to me?
Watch out.
Oh, now. Agatha won't hurt me. I'm one of the only friends she's got.
True.
Oh.
Friends do
Oh,
stab
no.
each other.
Oh.
It's okay. Oh, dear.
It couldn't be helped. Put the knife on the desk.
Oh,
and
yes.
I'll cut the dress.
Hello? Hello, yes. Oh, can I be of any assistance?
Oh, yes, please. I'm attending to this young lady's wound, and I'm wounded myself, so I can't check on my friend down there, see how he's faring. He fainted.
I'll be happy to check on him. Let's see here. Good. Can you hear me? What's your name, sir?
Houdini.
Wait, what?
Houdini.
Okay. Your friend has awakened, but I'm afraid he's hurt his head badly. He's a little delirious. He thinks he's Houdini.
He is.
I
am.
Oh, the Harry Houdini, the greatest illusionist of our time.
That's the one.
Yes, that one.
Oh, let me help you up, sir.
Not yet in moment.
Okay.
What made you faint, Harry?
Arthur, as I've told you before, as difficult as it is to believe, I have a very delicate stomach.
Well, that is hard to believe, as you've been tied up and handcuffed inside a dead, rotting whale.
Like I said, very difficult to believe.
Oh, there you are, my dear. Bright as rain.
Well, thank you.
Yes, now I can attend to my own wounds.
Can I assist you, sir?
Oh, yes, thank you. That would be a help.
Yes, happy to help. I'm Poe, by the way.
Yes, I'm Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Pleased to meet you,
Yes,
Poe.
yes.
E.A. Poe?
Yes.
E.A. Poe. The father of the modern detective story is standing right before me.
I've not been blessed with any children. When it comes to detecting, I do my best, but mine aren't the first real detective novels, you know. Catherine Crowe published the first real detective story, I believe.
Yes, but her detective was a female. But you have done so much to add to the fiction of detectives. I mean, we are indebted to you.
Is that right? I did not know that. Maybe I should quit my day job. There's nothing I'd rather be doing than writing.
Oh, too true. I could write all day and night, but I have to remind myself that there's no padding. Every word must be true.
Yes, and I am Harry Houdini.
Yes.
Thank you for helping me with when I was whatever.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Mr. Poe, I had understood you had passed.
Passed? No, I did not walk past. I came right into the hotel when the doorman called on me to do so. He said if I was late, I would miss out on luncheon, and I did not want to do that. I enjoy a good meal.
Yes, a good meal is not to be missed.
Yes.
What I meant was, Mr. Poe, hadn't you died?
No, knock on wood. Many people think I did long ago, but I eventually recovered from diphtheria and measles and pleurisy. It wasn't Potomac fever.
You eventually recovered?
I also survived that mysterious back alley attack that I had. Some people think that I will perish soon, but I continue to surprise them almost daily.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
I think.
Mr. Poe,
Oh.
we haven't been introduced. I am Mary Shelley.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Mary Shelley. What an honor. I greatly admire the works of the famous Mary Shelley. Tell me, how is your monster faring?
How truly kind of you to ask.
Yeah.
No one ever does. He is good, but I keep him at bay.
Good, everything in its place.
Hello, Mr. Poe. I am Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Although I wonder if we haven't met before. You look familiar somehow. Have we met outside the London Times or the police station or perhaps the House of Commons?
Oh, I am there often. It could have been just that spot.
Which one?
One or the other, I'm not sure.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
And I didn't properly say hello. I'm Dorothy Sayers. Are you really that magician fellow, Harry Houdini?
I am indeed.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. How silly of me. It's just that you didn't look like much of a magician, laying there on the floor a moment ago.
Well, how might the magician look, Miss Sayers?
Well, I don't know. I thought you'd have things up your sleeve.
I do not.
Okay. Well, now you have something up your sleeve.
I do not. Look over there.
Oh! Oh, marvelous! You are indeed a magician.
Illusionist.
Gesundheit.
And I am Mary Shelley, as I just said to Mr. Poe. Delighted to meet you.
Really? But I thought, wasn't she?
Oh, yes. This is Mary Shelley. We've been through it all. Take my word. It's Mary Shelley.
All right, Agatha's always right. Pleased to meet you, Miss Shelley. I admire your writing.
How remarkable. There aren't many copies of my work about.
Really? In your work, you create worlds ridden with mayhem that are almost nightmarish.
That is so nice of you to say. I have often thought my stories are too physically descriptive of horror and murder. With your comment, I shall go on describing death as I actually see it.
And I'm Dorothy
Oh.
Sayers, a fellow mystery writer and playful imp of this gathering.
Well, always helpful to have one. It's a real honor to meet the creator of that whimsy fellow. I greatly admire his ability to solve a murder in such a lighthearted manner and with hardly a clue. It's like magic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But I can't really take credit for it. He just appears on the page as he is.
Marvelous. Now that's all settled then. We've all been introduced. I think we can safely let our concerns go now about who was here and who might be who and
Yes.
what did you all say?
Maybe. No, of course, of course. Let all bygones be bygones. We are comrades in detecting after all, and that's what counts. Cheers.
I still don't thoroughly understand, but if Agatha says let's move on, I agree. She always has sound judgment. I've always said so, and she hopes I always will.
That's right. Wonderful. Now, since we are all here now, I have an announcement. A confession.
A confession. You stabbed me on purpose.
Certainly not.
Oh, so you stabbed me on purpose.
Oh, there was a stabbing?
Yes,
Poppycock. No, I did not stab anyone on purpose. I do not stab people as a rule, except in my books. No, this is a different kind of confession.
Oh, is it about stepping out behind your husband?
No. No. I am confessing that we are all gathered here in the library of the hotel instead of the main ballroom where all the others are, at my specific request.
Is that so?
Yes. You see, at the last conference, I thought that we, those of us who attended, got along so well. So I asked the hotel to send all the crime writers in here. Oh, I thought we could all sit together again, away from the others who find our frank, crime-ridden talk a little hard to handle.
Yes, I see. So we could be at ease and talk shop, so to speak.
Yes, spot on. I'm also confessing that I'm having trouble at the moment finishing my current mystery. Hard to believe, I know. But I am stymied as how to reveal who has been murdered and in what manner. I have all the other details worked out.
Really, Agatha? I always thought you were whiz at plotting a story.
Well, I am, usually, but not at the moment. I thought conversing with other brilliant minds, without outsiders interfering, might be helpful in finding a solution.
Oh, do you mind that I join you then?
Oh, of course not. I consider all of you brilliant. And I'm hoping in our conversations today that I will find an answer to my problem. I believe our meeting together here today will be fruitful for all of us, actually. It's most providential.
Ah, so yes, often when the universe does come up with an agreeable alignment, one must pay attention. If one doesn't, there's a price to pay. You mark my
Oh,
words.
right.
Arthur, not everything has a paranormal aspect
No.
to it.
That's true, Harry. Just most things.
Oh, here's the staff with our appetizers.
Where would you like the trays, ma'am?
Oh, could you put them on this little sitting area by the sitting area? It's more cozy that way. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Pardon me, ma'am, but may I remove the object to another spot so I have room for the appetizers?
Object? Oh, yes, the crystal ball. Yes.
I
Very
was
good, ma'am.
looking into it earlier, trying to read my fortune for the weekend.
Oh, not here. Could you put the crystal ball over there on the sideboard, please? Thank you.
Well, did you, Mary, see anything good?
I did, Miss Sayers. I saw the next few hours revealed to me.
Oh, wait a minute. Not there. Not enough room. Let me think about it.
Why don't you try the bookcase next to the other one?
Oh, the other one? Oh, look, there is a second crystal ball over there. This is a good hotel.
Yes, please, if you would, young man. Put it right over there in the bookcase. Thank you.
Yes, but what did you see when you looked in the crystal ball, Miss Shelley?
I saw an evening filled with duplicity, despair, and near disasters, just like the card.
Bravo, Mr. Houdini.
It's okay, Arthur, you can look now.
Yes? What happened? A near miss? Almost a disaster?
Yes.
Not exactly. Here, catch on.
Ah! Oh. Why, it's a ball. A real rubber ball. It's not made of crystal at all.
Oh, what an amazing magic trick, Mr. Houdini. Trading out a rubber ball for a real crystal one in midair. However did you do it?
I did not.
Oh, you clever dog, Harry. You are amazing.
Like that would be all, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Well, maybe after that near disaster and the stabbings, we're all done with accidents for the rest of the evening. How many more things can go wrong, right?
Oh, I wouldn't count on it.
Oh dear.
Can I get anyone a drink from bar?
Yes. If you don't mind, I would like a bracing second glass of brandy, just like the first one.
All right, but it might be better than the last one. Anyone else?
Oh, can you conjure up a sherry for me? A small one.
Oh, and if you don't mind, I would like one too, but larger rather than smaller.
Mr. Houdini, I'd be happy to assist. Miss Shelley, can I get you something?
I would like to try that new drink, the Bloody Mary.
You can handle that one, Paul.
All right, I'm a little nervous to tend bar, but I will do my best.
Managed quite good.
I'm not touching the phone. I don't know if something will exist. Let's not. This is Miss Christie.
Thank you. Oh,
Is there something wrong there?
well, no, this drink is chilled. I was just hoping for a nice warm sherry. I mean, that's all right.
Easily remedied.
Oh! Well, delightful, thank you.
Here you go, Miss Shelley. I think it's the real McCoy. I saw a barkeep make one for my brother Ed a few weeks back.
Mr. Poe,
Yes?
your brother is named Ed?
Yes?
Arthur, you should try one of these. They're quite good.
Oh, did you hear that, everyone? Harry likes the food. Watch out, he'll make it all disappear.
Could you do that, sir?
You mean, am I hungry enough to eat them all, or can I make all the appetizers disappear?
Either?
Yes, to both.
Well, Agatha, why don't you tell us some more about this book you're having trouble with?
Oh, yes, well, it's not so much trouble as a few slight problems. Easily worked out, I think, if I could just put my finger on it. You see, in my story, there's a group gathered at a dinner.
Oh, like we have.
Yes, and this dinner is a gathering of specialists in crime, forensic work to be exact.
Similar to us.
Not exactly. And they are experiencing a number of alarming events.
Yes, that is also all right.
And a surprise piece of prime evidence has been discovered almost by accident.
Hasn't happened yet, but the night is young.
Shh. And the group must hypothesize what has occurred and who is responsible, each of them using methods of detection. Each of them has a noted specialty of expertise as well.
What do they call that? Foreshadowing?
I believe it's called forewarning.
No, it is called foreshadowing. In writing, it is.
No, I don't think this gathering is anything like my story. Not too many similarities, are there?
Oh, well, if I think about it, so far, maybe, but only time will tell.
Agatha, what specialties do these forensic people have?
Oh, yes. Well, one of them is knowledgeable about poisons.
Oh, like me.
Me too.
Someone else is a specialist on weapons.
Oh, I know an awful lot about weapons. Ancient and modern.
I do too.
Someone else has great experience in the mechanics of physical death, such as strangulations, suffocations, hangings, a blow to the head, that sort of thing.
Well, I do. I know what works and, well, what doesn't.
Are you also?
All right, and lastly, the newest member of the group knows about psychology of the mind and how trickery and deceit can be used to accomplish murder.
I can see you're all looking at me.
Well, Harry, your area of expertise is fooling people, making them think the impossible is true.
Absolutely true.
No, this gathering at dinner with all of you is nothing like my story. It's completely different. Why, one of the investigators is a crafty woman of a certain age who believes she has more experience and is better than all the others, but never lets on she believes so.
Definitely not like anyone in this group.
Exactly.
So your difficulty is in identifying the victim and how they became deceased.
Correct. You see, these forensic specialists do not have a lot of evidence to go on, so they will have to use their intuition and enlightenment from above, if you will.
I think I'm beginning to understand this more easily now, Agatha. So these specialists will be influenced in their work by astro knowledge. knowledge and the workings of the universe.
I wouldn't put it exactly that way, but there may be some luck and inspiration involved in them finding a solution.
Well, so you agree there may be more at play here than just scientific methods.
Possibly, I don't know. Remember, I'm stuck.
Oh, you are stuck.
Stuck.
It is an interesting problem, Miss Christie, but I see a solution.
Yes, what is the answer?
You start a new story. Perhaps this one is stuck and you can't get past it, but maybe it's not worth spending time on it. When I am working on new illusions and I can't get the elements to fit, I figure out a different way. Wasted energy is wasted time on something that could be a better prospect. But if this one is worth it, then you just keep going and see all the way through.
Yes, I believe it is worth it. And we can do it with a little help.
Oh, sure,
Yes,
absolutely.
Thank you, all of you.
Miss Christie, can you tell us the rest of the story?
Oh, yes. Well, as I said, the group has found evidence of a crime.
What is the evidence?
Well, as the group meets for dinner, one of the investigators notices the chair next to them is empty. Well, this investigator, an intelligent female, decides to put her handbag down on the empty chair.
Oh, I do that. I already did, see.
Yes. As she does so, the handbag knocks something off the chair that was already there that she didn't see before, and it falls to the floor. As the investigator bends down to see what has been dislodged, she discovers a long, bloody knife. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Houdini.
It's all right, as long as it doesn't get worse, please.
No, that's about it for the red liquid. Oh, look, our dinner's set out. Shall we sit?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Feeling a bit peckish myself.
Here you go, Dorothy.
This just
Mr. Dorothy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That is so kind of you. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
So, what happens next?
Oh, well, the investigator rises back up to the table, grabs her napkin, goes back under the table, grabs the blade, and brings it back up for all the others to see.
She brings up a bloody knife up to the dinner table?
Well, yes, but when you state it like that, it doesn't sound too good. Shall I go on? Will it disturb your meal?
We can wait after the meal.
Not in the least. You go on.
Okay, well, as you can imagine, I have her explaining to the others what has happened, and they are all exclaiming how strange it is that she should have found it at their own table.
What kind of knife is it?
A falcata,
Oh, that's an uncommon knife. Spanish descent, obviously.
something like that.
Why would the group of specialists assume that the knife was used in committing a crime? Maybe it was something just left behind, something normally good in the service and left behind.
Ah, you may think that, but one of the guests discovers at their place setting a bone instead of their butter knife. Oh,
Give me a knife.
Well, no bones here.
nope.
No, it's under the table.
What?
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
Oh my.
Finally!
Yes, it did take a while.
28 minutes to be exact.
Mary, will you join us under here, please?
Oh, hold on. He's coming. Yes, did you want something?
Mary, how did you know there was a skull under the table?
Because I saw when my napkin dropped earlier.
Gracious, Mary. Why didn't you say something?
Well, I didn't want to be rude and interrupt the discussion we were having.
we were having discussion about finding crime evidence, and you didn't think that finding a skull would be important?
I thought it was important. I just didn't know when the right time to bring it up was.
Well, if it's all right with everyone, I will cover it with my napkin and bring it up to the table.
You shouldn't
Oh,
do the
yes,
floor. It's
wonderful.
dirty. It's
This is
Amanda, Mary, Amanda.
Ah. Let's all take turns having a look at it, shall we? And if anyone doesn't have their spyglass, I have some extras.
Oh, never mind.
Well, how unusual that Mary found a skull just like the woman in your story did.
No, my investigator didn't find a skull, just a knife and a bone. Don't look at me like that. I didn't put the skull under there, I swear.
Wonder who did.
And why?
Oh, and was it put there specifically for us?
Well, I imagine yes is the answer to your question, Miss Dorothy. I mean, it wasn't placed under the table of the romance writers, now was it?
Oh, of course! The skull was put under our table so that we, the mystery writers, would find it and investigate.
She's right.
She often is.
But how would they know we would find it? If Miss Shelley had not dropped her napkin on
I
the floor.
didn't drop it.
Well, you said you found it when it fell and you went to retrieve it.
Yes, but my napkin kit didn't exactly fall. You see, it was taken off my lap and dropped to the floor.
Never say so. By whom?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe those spirits that keep drifting around the room?
Spirits? Miss Agatha, did you say spirits are here in the room now? Oh, can you see them?
Yes, they are here. I can't see them, but I do sense them.
Oh, I think I do too.
They're not over there, Sir Arthur.
Oh. Well, all right, as long as I'm up, I might as well look for sprites. They may be about as well.
Arthur, we are not in Woodland. They're not sprites flitting about old hotel.
Oh, you're wrong, Harry. Sprites are water creatures, and since we're on the ocean shore, they may very well be here. But where?
So, Miss Shelley, you said your napkin was tugged off your lap and fell to the floor. You bent down to retrieve it. You saw the skull. Is that all?
Yes. Except I also found this key laying next to it.
A key. May we see it?
Yes.
A regular looking key. Nothing really unusual about it.
Yes, except the keys have a funny way of opening secrets, don't they?
Yes, and there's something engraved upon it too. It's an O.
Oh.
Looks like it can open any kind of lock.
Well, it may or may not be associated with the skull. Harry, why don't you try it on the desk drawer over there? I found it locked while I was attending to our wounds.
All right, Arthur, I'll try, but you know if it doesn't work, I can get into any kind of lock.
Say, that's true. What a handy skill, Harry.
You may call it handy, but sometimes it is the skill that determines if I live or die.
Oh, that's right. What a sobering thought.
Oh, I hadn't thought of it like that, but on any given day, you face your mortality.
Every single day, actually.
Huh. Well, at least you are here with us now today, Harry, and for that I am exceedingly grateful.
Oh, it's true, isn't it? You never know when death may happen, really, for any of us. My uncle was in a foreign land and went missing. We never saw or heard from him again. We couldn't even have a proper burial for him either.
No, I know I'd want to be at home on English soil when I die. One never knows what might happen in a foreign locale. Local customs might dictate my ending. My wishes might not be granted.
I'd like to die in my bed. I don't want to be found or buried by someone who didn't know who I am.
But I could have sworn you were found with...
Yes, weren't you found clothes that were too small for your body under strange circumstances?
What?
Nothing. My grandma was buried in a beautiful wedding dress, and it wasn't even hers.
Really? Oh, a wedding dress might suit me. I look good in white.
Yes, Agatha, but from which one? Your first marriage? Your second marriage?
Oh.
That time you were left at the altar?
At least I have 3 wedding dresses, Dorothy. It does make one wonder, though, how the end might be. Oh, you never know. Maybe one day one of us will have a detective leaning over us trying to figure out how our death happened.
Perhaps, but not all detectives are good and only a few are great. I should want an experienced director if the circumstances should call for it. And considering how I make my living, they could. But I couldn't think of who it could be.
Say, I can think of one outstanding detective. I can.
Maybe, my dear. Possibly.
Oh, probably you mean. Your Sherlock Holmes is much more skilled than my funny little Belgian.
You may be right, Miss Agatha.
She is right, Arthur. Your fellow in the Deerstalker had an infinite amount of ways of collecting clues using logic, deduction, and luck. I should want him, if you were real.
Yes, he is a marvel. I want him on my side, too. He's the most amazing detective, uncovering the tiniest of clues and expertly piecing it all together. And now, what ho, my Sherlock dog, too. Mr. Poe, would you mind fetching an envelope from my bag, please?
Sir Arthur, Sherlock dog?
Yes, let me explain. By the happiest of occurrences, a motion picture was made by the Charles Urban Trading Company, where my Sherlock character is portrayed by a knowledgeable dog.
Did he say dog?
Yes.
Yes, a dog detective. I mean, brilliant, isn't it? And I just happen to have a picture of the little fellow with me. Look at that here. Isn't he so cute? Look at that. See that? Like just slightly bow-legged. Yeah, and look at that. One eye is looking at the other. Like Sammy Davis. Oh, anyway, so his real name is Spot, I believe. A terrier, of course, and his human detective friend is called Hawkshaw. And they do a fine job of using my detecting methods to solve the crimes. And oh, that dog he is just amazing at his task.
Dog. Sherlock Holmes is played by a dog in a new moving picture.
Oh, that's correct. That's correct. He captures the crooks and he takes them and turns them over to the authorities at the end. Very satisfying.
It's probably more convincing than Q, the animatronic robot in my latest picture.
An automated robot! Fascinating. And I didn't know you had been in a moving picture.
Yes, quite a few actually. Sadly, the crowds for illusion and escape performances have started to frequent moving pictures more. It is a new century, you know, roaring 20s. Things change and I must keep up with them.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but you're right. Is that why you allow Sherlock Holmes to be on the silver screen?
Yes, times are changing. You know, you might need to have your little Monsieur Poirot up on the big screen. He would look so much bigger then. Oh, he would be like a giant. He would need a bigger suit.
Very funny, Sir Arthur. So, Mr. Houdini, will all your work be in the moving pictures now?
No. Illusions are still best for drawing large crowds. In moving picture, you can do huge illusions, but they're very amusing, but they aren't real. I don't really enjoy it.
I imagine a good trick is more about fooling the mind than the eyes.
Both in equal measure, Miss Sayers. Let's try this. Arthur, would you bend my hand, please?
Sure.
Yes, in fact.
All right. In and out. Double half inch. There you go.
Yeah, Miss Sayers, you will agree that my hands are nice and stuck. Yes? Okay, but until they are not.
Oh, I see the skull is back in front of me now. Now that we've all had a chance to take a good look, what does everyone think?
Well, it appears to be the skull of a man.
Because of the sloping anterior surface.
Yes, and its prominent brow ridge indicates a man as well.
Yes, and his eyes are more rectangular shape than oval shape, also indicating a man, I believe.
How old was it?
You mean how long has it been deceased? Or how old was it when it died?
How old was it when it died?
Can we tell that?
Sutures. Oh.
Sorry, ladies first.
Yes, well, the sagittal suture, the erratic line that runs the length of the skull, completely fuses by age 35, just like this one.
Yes, and the coronal suture, that's the line that runs along the front of the skull, it fuses after one turns 40, and this one has not. So,
A man over 35, under 40.
With a slightly chipped front tooth.
Oh, you're right.
and also a very nasty looking abrasion at the base.
And then some bonus chipped away too. It's very crude marks.
Oh yes. Chopped or crushed. Definitely not sawed.
Miss Shelley, are you suggesting the head was decapitated?
I am.
That might account for it, although it's hard to imagine how that could have happened.
Well, solving mysteries, I have found, requires one to expand one's imagination, to think of the impossible as possible.
That is my life in a nutshell.
Oh.
It is, isn't it? It's like a mystery in reverse. You know the answers, but you obscure the facts so the audience can enjoy trying to figure it all out.
Well, it's the same with us in our writing. You string the reader along, trying to hook them, and then bang, the answer is revealed.
Yes, but I can't tell you how many times I've had trouble with a detail that I know nothing about, and it spoils the storytelling. I know you may find this hard to believe, but there are a few things I do not know in my repository of knowledge.
Really, Sir Arthur? Don't know much about hemlines or stockings?
Why, yes. I know many diverse things. I know everything from penguins to pickling, but nothing, say, about pumpkin carving.
That's understandable. I know nothing about brewing or blacksmithing, so I never write about it.
You know, this reminds me of a similar conversation that we had at our last conference. Do you remember we discussed that the very nature of writing requires such a vast array of knowledge that it would be impossible to know all of it?
That's right, I remember. The rest of the night is a blur, however.
Well, I know about chemistry and I know about medical things, but there are many other definitive things that I know nothing about. And I would like to have my descriptions be relatively correct when I write my stories.
It only makes sense.
Yes, and to that point, I've been thinking that perhaps we should start a club. Yes, something where we meet together, we share information, and help each other out. Just like Agatha was hoping we could assist her here.
A club?
Yes, an investigating club, as it were. Meeting on a regular basis, and we can discuss theorems and facts and suppositions and build our skills.
That does sound good. I'd like to know more about weapons. I know my poisons, but not weapons. You know, I'd like to know how to blow something up.
It might be rewarding to gain some pertinent knowledge and have fun at the same time.
Yes.
We can conduct experiments, role play, and whatnot, and improving on our stories.
Yes, that sounds
That's
wonderful.
an intriguing thought. I mean, 6 minds, each with a broad and diverse range of information versus one. Just makes sense.
I've never been in a real club.
I don't really know how I would fit in. However, I must admit I have been writing a mystery on the side, and this could actually be quite helpful.
Yes, that's fair.
But I haven't finished it yet, and I haven't told anyone. It revolves around the use of handcuffs.
Like these?
Yes, like sorry about that. What's that?
Now, you are welcome to be a part of our little club. You may be more experienced and knowledgeable than the rest of us. In real life experiences, you have us all beat.
Well, I have been around the world several times, ma'am. Even buried under it, too.
So what should we call our club?
Ooh, the masters and mistresses of mystery.
It's like the too long.
Oh,
Investigating snoops.
Maybe.
The legendary investigators of the normal and paranormal.
no, I don't think so.
The Detection Club.
Oh, say, that's good.
It is simple, states what we would be doing, and leaves room for participants from related areas. It could include others like Mr. Houdini, whose craft is mostly illusion.
No, he's a magician.
No, I'm really not.
You do magic.
Only in the guise of illusion.
Oh, so you're an illusion of a guy, are ya? You look real to me.
Miss Ayres, let me demonstrate the difference between illusion and magic. See, trunk over there. Come. Now, I'm going to get in the trunk, lock me in, and check on me in 30 seconds.
Does he know that's my trunk?
Probably not.
I had put it in here because I didn't know where it should go. 30 seconds, huh?
Yeah, well, it's been 15 seconds already.
Well, that's long enough for me.
Oh.
Oh!
Gone!
No!
Completely disappeared!
Oh my!
Where are my beautiful dresses?
Where's Houdini?
I don't know where he is. I don't see him anywhere. He's not in there. But where are my dresses?
And now I am back.
Where are my dresses?
They're back in the trunk. Go look.
Oh.
Oh, my dresses are back.
See,
Thank
Messieurs,
goodness.
your dresses and myself never really disappeared. That is an illusion.
Well, it seems like a mean trick to me. But if that's magic, who am I to say it isn't?
Oh, Harry, you are the greatest in the world. He can do the most amazing things just with a flick of his wrist. Things that you can't even imagine, like making ladies' dresses disappear. Anyway, Miss Shelley, back to your suggestion. I like it. I think that is a perfect name for the club. It says it all.
What do you think? Do we all agree we are the Detection Club?
I do.
Oh, likewise, yes.
I agree for what it is worth.
Oh, alrighty, good. Did everybody get some? Here we go. So, we are the Detection Club. Let's have a toast to our newfound relationship.
Yeah.
Houdini.
Looks like we're stuck together now.
It's just fortunate. I can't help myself.
First, I'd like to say we will need rules, to adhere to for belonging to this club in our writing. All clubs have rules for engagement and membership.
Yes, Agatha, you're right.
Well, yes, if there are no rules, then there should be nothing to break.
Oh, funny, Mary. I propose a rule that all characters in our work be included at the start of the story. Readers always get frustrated if the killer shows up at the end.
True, that does annoy me. I also propose that we get rid of twins or doppelgangers.
That is a problem. Should find something here. I propose a rule of no more than one secret room or unbelievable location. Who would believe it if the killer was a prisoner locked in jail?
And I propose banning all paranormal ideas and magic. No one really believes it or thinks that it's real. The reader doesn't really feel like they're part of the solution if it just falls out of thin air.
Yes. I don't know about all of these ideas. I never use them in any of my stories, but I think one thing that we could all agree on, that the detective in these stories should never be found guilty of murder. It's unseemly. It's an affront to the whole venerable act of detecting.
I agree, and I will try to curtail my use of some of those devices, which I admit I have used sparingly, just for fun, of course.
Well, I'm glad we could find common ground of all this. I just remembered, all the very best clubs in England, of which I belong to quite a few. Well, they all have an initiation.
That's right. I helped create the Mutual Admiration Society at Oxford 4 years ago, and we had an initiation in our bylaws, but we haven't initiated it yet.
You mean like a rite of passage?
Yes, a certification of our involvement and desire to all work together.
Oh, so what kind of initiation would it be? Something swanky? I do have my dresses back.
No. I am suggesting more of a gauntlet run. What great fun, hey?
Sir Arthur, you are not proposing a traditional gauntlet run that the prisoners of old had to do, are you? Running between a line of jailers that beat you with sticks as you pass by?
Oh, no, my good lady. Nothing like that, of course. No, I'm just thinking more of a solemn walk down a dark, shrouded hallway, holding something ceremonial.
Not the gauntlet part.
No. Well, no, not unless you would like to.
No.
So we walk along a dark hallway carrying something significant. I like it. What shall we carry?
It should represent something in study of crime.
Excuse me. A skull.
Oh,
A study of man and his craving desires. Yes, this will do, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, I'll get it.
not the phone.
Hello? Hello?
Bell came through.
Oh, strange, there's nobody there.
No, Sir Arthur, I believe that it's the chime for dinner to be over and desserts to be served in the ballroom.
Oh, certainly. But it's strange, though, that the chimes and the phone rang at the same time. Well, anyway, shall we go gather our treats and then come back here and continue our sleuthing?
Yes, well, we can have our initiation on the way back.
Good idea.
I did see a dark and gloomy corridor on my way here.
Oh, you know, Mr. Houdini, I once pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
Did you? You know that is a very classic trick.
Oh, it wasn't a trick. A rabbit had really hopped into my sunbonnet, and I had to pull him out.
Did it bite you?
So, what do you make of their progress so far?
Oh, it is good they have figured out he is a male, but it did take a while, though.
They've made a start of it, but I don't know if they can go much further. Not if they don't find those clues we left, and in a more timely fashion.
It would be nice if they hurried it up.
I thought it'd be fun to have them figure out a mystery right in front of us, performing as if in a play. But they're deucedly slow.
I agree. And we were hoping to show that nice detective sergeant what happened. Give him something to work with. Give him a leg up.
He was so useful on that last case we were trying to solve. He could get a promotion out of this one if everything goes right.
Yes.
Quit working nights.
Precisely.
Have I told you of my appreciation and your assistance in all this? It can be tedious not to have someone to share the afterlife with.
Be assured that I know. We are friends. Maybe more than friends. And friends know.
Yes, more than friends.
I wonder, Mr. Stoker, I had an idea I was going to use in a book that sadly never got written.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, life ended a little too soon, I know. But the thing is, I was going to use a saying. Don't snort, it's rude.
I wasn't snorting, I was chortling.
Chortling? What is that?
That Lewis Carroll fellow coined a term, I believe. It's a blend of a chuckle and a snort.
That Jabberwocky fellow that I met yesterday at the ice cream parlor.
Yes, he was the one helping out. Kept adding non-pareil sprinkles to everyone's orders.
It is still a rude sound.
It might very well be, Miss Emily, and I will cease from this moment to ever utter it again. But it is apt at describing the sound, isn't it?
Yes, disgusting as it is. Anyway, as I was saying, I was going to insert a seance as a device to further the speed of my next story and to give it a nod to the many things we don't know about the supernatural. Well, except now we do know, don't we?
We most certainly do. So, what are you thinking?
We should suggest a seance, say to Mary, and she convinces the others that it might be worthwhile. We can give their investigation a big leap in the right direction without them ever knowing.
And if Mary, who is a compelling creature, can get Sir Arthur on board with the idea, it will most definitely happen, as he won't be able to resist all the otherworldly realms it might involve.
My thoughts exactly.
I knew, you know, when I was 11. Strange fellow. Combination of opposites. Intelligent, but gullible. He's a rat terrier at heart, though. He'll come true.
Did you say he's a rat?
No, he's more like a terrier.
He's a dog.
No. Well, yes. He behaves like a jumpy little dog, with his prey in his sights when he sees anything paranormal. Won't stop for the world. Goes to great lengths to reinforce his beliefs.
That's good. Unless that magician steers him off course.
Illusionist.
Bless you.
That was funny, wasn't it?
All right, illusionist. He may not be in favor of it, but I think he is polite enough not to grumble about it at this gathering. He reveres them all too much. You saw how he dropped the question of Poet Mary being here.
I agree. So, how do we set about planting the idea?
Let's see. Oh, we could discuss the seance between ourselves within Mary's hearing. She does seem to pick up our words when we want her to.
Maybe. Yes. And if that doesn't work, we can chant seance, 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 like one of Shakespeare's old witches going around the fire. And if that doesn't work, we can create a real blazing fire right in the middle of the table. Should succeed.
A clever alternate plan, Mr. Stoker. I like it. But, can I be the witch that stirs the pot?
The honor is all yours.
Thank you. And if one seance doesn't work, we'll just have another.
That's a lot of floating around the room, Emily. Not to mention upending a table or lifting people out of their seats. Could be an exhausting night.
Or great fun.
Yes, that's the attitude.
Yeah. Let's make the seance idea known to them soon so that they can include it in their evening.
Yes. Maybe they'll enact it after their initiation.
You overheard that too. Should we watch with solemn faces or laugh at their antics?
Either, or both. I think it'll storm later.
Oh, good. It may deepen their convictions about what they learn. Have you noticed storms and electrical phenomena have a way of making people believers out of the most extraordinary ideas?
Yes, I have.
I love a good storm.
Indeed. Didn't your sister Charlotte call you a rustic nursling of the moors? The same moors that are fraught with an almost constant stormy weather.
She did, and she was correct. Although she said it to be disparaging, I find it a compliment.
Well, it is a compliment. Those who can breathe life into the dark corners have a magic all their own.
Why, what a kind thing to say.
My infinite pleasure.
I made it! I didn't know if I could do it, but I ran faster. Or as fast as my dress would allow me.
You were wonderful, Mary. I followed your lead. It was great fun.
Did we get everyone through the initiation? Culling was rather dark outside the ballroom.
It was tricky. When I made a wrong turn, I almost ended up in a rose bush wearing my dessert.
Oh, yes. Well, I thought it was wonderful how you organized it, Mr. Poe, even if some of us didn't.
Oh, Harry? He has an extra dose of skepticism about everything. He calls himself a tough cookie, whatever in the world that means.
Well, cowards die many times, but only the truly valiant taste death but once.
Oh, that's rich. Using the bard as an excuse not to run through a dark colonnade. You know, when I think on it, Shakespeare would be right at home with us on this stormy night.
Well, the bard would certainly know what to do with a skull.
Boring but true. Oh, 2 bites in and my dessert's already gone. Why are the tasty ones always so small?
Let me see what I can do, Miss Davis.
It's mad illusion?
No, that one was magic.
Oh, what a joy it is to sup with you all as we get ready to head out on this investigation. I can't think of anything better that I would rather do than this. I mean, it's work for sure, but enjoyable too.
Yes, but shouldn't we go over our list of facts in the case? It might help with our
Oh,
investigation.
yes, and then we must comb the hotel of any clues of a skull being here. Were there any deaths or accidents at play in the past? And then we must poke about for more leads.
You're right again, Agatha.
Yes, it's a good idea. It's supposed to be a full moon tonight, and the storm comes in early. That could help us with our investigation and the like.
Yes, a full moon will lend a complementary element to our criminal investigations.
We should have a seance.
We should have a seance.
Why, Mary?
Because it may avail ourselves of hidden answers within other realms.
Because it may avail ourselves of hidden answers within other realms.
Oh, by George, she has the right of it. We may glean information that's not available to our mortal eyes and ears. There's more to this world than what appears right before us. What a splendid idea, Miss Shelley.
Oh, yes, it is, but it wasn't mine.
Regardless, it might just help.
You know, I was going to put one of those in my story. Just to create some atmosphere.
Has anyone here officiated a seance before?
Well, you have, Harry, or was it your wife, Bess? I was there. It was amazing. I learned the most fascinating secrets. Oh, my hair stood on end for hours.
No, that was Bess. She handled that part of the business when we did that.
I read you had a hand in exposing charlatans in the field.
Oh, he did, much to the public's benefit. Yes, it was really good of him to do that.
Yes. Not quite, Arthur. I did work on exposing that most psychic things are an illusion. Those that practice being psychics, soothsayers, mesmerists, things of this nature, are only doing it for entertainment purposes, when for a collection of coins.
Not all of them. You know, I'm a practitioner of automatic handwriting. We should give that a go.
Yes, psychography, the art of allowing spirits to manipulate your hand and write messages. Oh, I've got that in my story too. It can reveal quite a bit.
Oh, that sounds good. This investigation just keeps getting better and better. I can feel the energy surging up through my bones right down to my fingertips.
At this rate, why don't I hypnotize one of you? You might be able to hear voices from the beyond. It might be very instructive.
That's good.
It should be me. I hear voices all the time.
I was joking.
Oh, no, Harry. Any information gained in any manner that furthers an investigation should be explored. At least that's what my Sherlock says.
The man or the dog?
The man, the Sherlock dog can't speak. He's a dog. He uses little frames in his silent picture to express his idea.
Mr. Houdini, we would all be most grateful if you did lead a hypnotism, please.
Yes, please.
All right, I'll see what I can do. It's been a long time, but there is a book on how to.
Oh, right. Well, aces. Let's conduct the automatic handwriting, then the hypnotism, and then the seance.
Oh, that sounds like a plan that we can abide by as long as we get it all accomplished by sunrise.
Oh, well, I will have the waitress bring refreshments so we will have sustenance during our exploits. And plenty of candles as well.
That is very thoughtful of you. I may become quite famished at a late hour, and thinking does require energy.
Now, I suggest we all spread out to do some sleuthing. We might get more leads.
No, I think what you mean is we should use our investigative methods, both normal and paranormal, that we might be able to extract some information about this possible crime.
Yes, of course. That is exactly what I mean. Come along, Dorothy. Let's go to our room and freshen up before we begin looking for clues. You were sharing a suite with me on the second floor.
Oh, that's right. But where is it? I want someone to bring my trunk up.
Second floor, room 201. Mind, we are taking the stairs as I distrust elevators.
Strange your suspicious nature leads to machines, Agatha. However do you drive, dear?
With my eyes closed.
Oh, so that's how your car landed in a ditch and you went missing for a week.
Dorothy, I'd like to keep you as a good friend.
I don't have a room, I believe. I shall go inquire about it.
Oh, no, Mary. Stay with us in our suite. It's very large. 3 bedrooms and a secluded dark alcove.
All right, I do like dark alcoves.
Splendid. Come along.
Arthur and I are staying on 3rd floor. Where is your room, Poe?
I don't think I have one. They said they had forgotten to.
Well, my good man, you'll have to stay with us. Harry doesn't mind taking the sofa, do you, Harry? More comfortable inside of a trunk or inside of a sea monster.
No, Poe, it is fine.
No.
After hearing Arthur murmuring and snoring on the Atlantic crossing, as much time apart would be greatly appreciated.
Oh.
Well, shall we start by interviewing the staff?
Sound idea, yes.
Good. All right, off we go.
So, I'll be right with you. There's one thing I wanted to check out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell him that.
Well, I hope we all had some luck.
Oh, we did find some information.
Yes, but remember, there's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact.
Is that your opinion, sir, or Sherlock's? Or the dog?
The dogs, actually.
So, moving on, where to begin? Let us hear what everyone has found out so far.
Lettuce, lettuce? No, we didn't find any lettuce. Just answers to a few
No, we did not
questions.
find any vegetative clues, Arthur. But we did learn something.
Well, I did as well.
Oh, good. So Dorothy and I were curious about the staff, if there were any accidents or deaths in the previous years. It turns out one of the staff members was stabbed by an enthusiastic professor at a lecture on ancient swords here some years ago.
Yes, the victim was male, but 60 years old and did recover, so not our skull.
True, and we also found out the upstairs maid disappeared 2 years ago at the same time as the doorman. Although nobody seems to have any knowledge of this disappearance, it is rumored that they eloped.
Is that it?
Well, yes, but we found a missing male. That's something.
No, we heard that too, but it turns out that they actually did elope. They were seen getting into a motor vehicle and by the butcher.
Oh.
We also found out about another death that happened many years ago. It was a valuable guest who died under unexpected circumstances, but it was hushed up by the hotel so their reputation would not be besmirched.
Yeah, the guest was a man in his 30s.
How did he die?
We don't know.
Oh.
And I did find a note.
A note.
Foul play or fair, a man is now partly gone.
You found a note and didn't tell us.
Yes, when I was at the desk earlier.
I found a note too.
You did?
Yes, it was at the bar, and I was going to say it at the right time too, which I guess is now. It says, "Look above and below for answers, not the stairs."
I found a note too.
Oh, is that right, my dear? How extraordinary. What did it say?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. Push me, pull you. What really happened?
Well, I say let's commence with the automatic handwriting. Maybe we'll get something out of it, and then we can put it all together.
All right.
Certainly, certainly. And may I assist you in setting up here, Miss Dorothy? Okay, there. There's papers. Pen.
All right, I will just put
Nothing,
my
really.
pen to the paper and either play out or not.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to say, welcome, spirits. Come share your messages. Oh, look, it's working. Oh, what lovely penmanship. It's definitely not mine.
Look at that. Hello.
Yes, and then we ask questions.
I don't know. I've never had it work this well.
Well, we could try. Is a man whose skull sits before us, was his death an accident or murder?
Unknown.
Did the young man die in this hotel?
Yes.
Ah.
Did he die a while ago?
Yes.
Was he poisoned?
Unknown.
Was he strangled?
Unknown.
Was he pushed down the stairs or over the roof?
Oh, No! What a horrid scribble!
Did he die in one spot and get moved to another?
No!
This is gonna take too long, Emily.
Let's stop so they move on to other devices where we can give them more direct information, like hypnotism or seance.
We agree.
Well, the pen has stopped moving. Well, let's see. Kaboot. Oh, let's try the typewriter. Maybe their hand was tired of writing.
Yes.
All right.
It should be good.
Oh, look, it's working.
What does it say?
Goodbye. Oh, goodbye.
All right, well, let's discuss what we've learned before moving on.
Putting it all together, what are the facts?
Well, we know the deceased was a male, aged 35 to 40. The head had been removed from the body. There were abrasions at the base of the skull. He died in the hotel quite some time ago.
Yes, and something not having to do with the stairs is key.
And don't forget there was a key.
Yes.
It's hard to know, isn't it? Maybe we should try the hypnotism now. It might give us answers.
Good idea.
Okay, I guess we can try. Could it hurt?
Yeah, well, Harry, let's not have a negative attitude about all this. Trying all avenues is the scientific way.
How a hypnosis is in any way scientific is beyond me.
Where shall Mary sit?
Mary, go ahead and sit down in the armchair. I will get the manual.
All right. Yes, so sit right here.
Is that good?
Just quite comfy.
And just stand on side of her. All right, and get my watch. Arthur, can I borrow your watch, please?
Oh, sure.
It's not a watch, but it looks like it might work.
Oh, it works quite well. It always makes a very fine cup of tea.
Thanks.
Highly irregular, but if it keeps your focus, hopefully it will work. All right, let's go with this. Now, watch as I swing the tea strainer. Keep your eyes on it at all times. Are you ready, Mary?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just relax and focus on tea strainer as it swings back and forth, back and forth.
All right.
Now imagine you are in a comfortable place, sitting on bench in front of gently flowing stream. The sun is coming from behind the cloud and gently warming your shoulder. You are very relaxed. You feel adrift and you are very, very relaxed as you hear the water. Do you feel relaxed, Mary?
I do.
Good. Keep watching water flow smoothly by. Now it ripples in the dappled sunlight as the breath you go in and out. The swaying feeble matches the rhythm of your breath. Do you sense anything else?
Just that there are two others in this room who aren't like us.
The other two you felt before.
Yes, they are listening.
Try speaking with them. Ask them if they know the skull whose man sits before us.
Do you know the man whose skull this was?
We do. He was a ne'er-do-well named Neville.
He was a ne'er-do-well named Neville.
Oh, was he staying in the hotel?
Was he staying in the hotel?
Yes.
Yes.
Why do they want us to know about his death?
Why do you want us to know about his death?
Emily, I can't tell him the truth. That we're bored and like to go around following detectives to solve the cases before them. We live on little hints and clues, watch them work out the mystery in real time, stave off the dullness of eternity. Well, we have a good laugh about it at home. They won't get it. They're alive. They don't know what it's like on this side.
Yes. I know. Let's tell them we're doing it for the policeman.
Good idea. The answers to his death will help another.
The answers to his death will help another.
Where was he found?
Where was he found?
In the cellar, without his head.
In the cellar, without his head.
But we have his skull now. Did you find it and bring it to us?
Did you bring the skull to us?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd ask you if there's someone we can question about Neville.
Who can we ask about Neville?
The hotel doorman is the grandson of the doorman who was here when he met his fate.
Ask the doorman. He might know.
Really, Mary? How hard is it to recite exactly what we say?
It's not hard. I just found it easier to say it my way.
All right, Mary, have it your way. Goodbye again.
That's all.
Wouldn't have guessed that it would work.
I make a habit of never guessing. It's destructive to my creative thinking.
Yes, I'd like to go talk to the doorman. Would anyone care to come with?
Yes. I'll be happy to go with you. Let's go see what he knows. Especially about that Neville guy.
You know, the more I think about it, I wonder if not the stairs means that something in his death had to do with the elevator.
Yes, an elevator would be used in place of stairs, so not the stairs.
Yes, it seems likely. Another means of moving between floors.
Yes, did the elevator cause the accident? Are there answers to be found near it?
Yes. If the elevator was a part of his death, then it might make sense as to why the skull was separated from the body. That is a large mechanism, and there is no way to stop it easily, and if one got in the way, it's a lower door.
Let's go check the cellar.
Now?
Yes, candles.
This will be handy. Candles, wait for me. Wait for me! Ah, these heels.
Now they vanish.
Harry, this isn't one of your tricks, is it?
No, Arthur. If I had enough mirrors, maybe they would be, but this is not one of my tricks.
Ah, mirrors, eh?
Gentlemen, should we go down into the cellar to see if what the doorman's grandson told us might be true?
Yes, let's not waste any time waiting on the ladies. They probably went upstairs to have a lie down after all the excitement of the last few events. Ladies can be so delicate.
Arthur, I think you are underestimating them.
Well, that may be so, but I don't care. I want to go now. Let's go.
All right, it couldn't hurt.
Where have they gone? Ah, to the cellar to check out the doorman's information, most likely.
Yes, I can hear them now. The ladies are already there. They're examining the cellar and elevator. Someone's on the floor and another is trying the key in the lock. Quite thorough.
And the men are on their way, plodding along, disagreeing about what they might find. I shouldn't wonder if they surprise each other when they enter the... They have!
What noise! So much noise! Such screaming! It sounds wrong!
Very much like one! Ooh! Ow! That's a punch!
Oh, how strong this Mary! The ladies are winning, I think!
Oh, poor Sir Arthur! I think you'll need more bandages!
Oh, someone's been bitten! Those women are lethal!
They are, but I suppose it's no surprise. They are very talented women.
Oh, gracious, should we intervene?
I think not. I think the men are fine, battered and bruised a bit, but nothing that won't heal.
Except for their egos. When they discover who's bested them, the ladies are unharmed.
It's gone quiet.
Well, either they have all done each other in or finally realized who they are fighting. You know, when we went looking for something interesting to do, I didn't think it would wind up like this.
I think I hear them approaching.
Oh.
Listen.
Ow. My finger. Ow. I am ever so sorry, Sir Arthur. I wouldn't have punched you in the eye if I'd known it was you.
And I wouldn't have kicked you in the shin quite so hard if I could only see who was coming after me.
Yes, it's a good thing I didn't have my parasol on me, or someone would have been skewered.
It felt like I was somehow anyway, and I think somebody bit me.
Yes, it was quite a fight.
It was a good fight.
Too true. It's Nice to know we can hold our own. I feel powerful.
Yeah, but really, gentlemen, why didn't you bring candles with you so we could see who you were, or at least identify yourself to us?
We forgot. Oh.
Sir Arthur, I may owe you an apology.
What for, lad?
Well, I think I landed a few punches on you. In the dark, I couldn't see who was who, and I thought we were being attacked by wild banshees.
Oh, that's all right, lad. Say, I just remembered, you're somewhat of a trained pugilist, aren't you?
Well, yes, I've won a few boxing matches, but how would you know that?
Oh, I read a lot. Oh, my head. Oh, between you and this Shelley, I may never be the same.
Mr. Houdini, why is it you look completely unscathed?
I am a professional escape artist, ma'am.
Oh, yes, that accounts for it.
By the way, what were you ladies doing in the cellar?
Naturally, we went to see the elevator.
We determined that was where the skull had met its end, and we wanted to see it.
Yes, we thought maybe the elevator was responsible for the skull being removed from the body in such a gruesome fashion. We checked for blood traces too, as traces of blood can tell you a lot. There were faint blood-like stains on the brick wall, but it was hard to tell if it was blood.
The fellow must have been at the elevator's entrance when he either fell in or was pushed under the car.
Yes.
Well, the crawl space below the elevator had hidden the skull for all these years. When it was first discovered, he was headless, the body in front of the elevator, the skull hidden below the crawl space.
Now, how did you know that?
Elementary, my dear. You see, when Mary brought the upstairs maid to us, Ida, our waitress's twin, by the way, she confessed her husband, the coal man, had found the skull when he was cleaning up after a delivery spill. It frightened him so much, he put the skull in the furthest corner of the cellar.
And someone or someone's found it and brought it to us so we would investigate and find out what happened.
Yes, it seems likely. And the key I had found had fit in the elevator mechanism when I tried it. This is the key that stops and starts the car from operating.
But how did you know the key did that?
I didn't, but since the key might be related to the skull, I brought it along with me. And when I saw the elevator lock, I tried it. Oh, and the elevator is a notice. Remember? Oh, it's stamped on the key.
This is a brilliant bit of logic, Miss Shelley. First-rate detective.
Yes, very clever. We heard the same thing from Dorman, but he did not mention skull or key.
So we still don't know whether it was an accident or murder.
Well, that's true. And although I'm not very presentable in my current state, I think we should continue the investigation without interruption so we can find out the truth.
Yes, I would really like to see if this mystery can be solved. I do have a deadline. I mean, we all do want the answers found. I say, let's start this seance post-haste.
Oh, good idea, good idea. But who can lead the seance?
I will. I haven't mentioned it before, but I do have experience.
Do you?
I do. I have performed many successful sessions.
Oh, well, that's fine. Shall we use this table? It looks about the right size.
Yes, this will do. Yes. Maybe move it more to the center of the room.
Mr. Houdini, could you give me a hand with the table and chairs?
Sure, I'm not doing anything today.
I know, I can see that.
Mary, do you need any special items?
Yes, a crystal ball with candles around it. The lights off too.
Crystal ball, right?
Oh, Mary, did you want the skull to join us?
Yes, he should. Give him some type of standing or seating, please, Dorothy.
I'll get the lights off.
Thank you, Mr. Host.
Chairs right behind you. Do we have everything?
Good.
We're getting there?
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Perfect. Now, if you would all please be seated.
Right.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Houdini. And if you would all place your hands, palms down on the table, like so. Let us begin. I welcome all to this evening's gathering where we hope to find the answers to help solving the death of this man. Now is the time for all spirits from long ago to descend upon this room and make sense of what transpired all those years ago. You are welcome here. Come forth!
Not here, come here. Not here. Out, out.
Oh, come in!
It was not the door, Arthur.
Hello, spirit!
It was my leg knocking against the table. I'm sorry, I can't get it to stop shaking.
Here, but let me hold it down for you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Those that are gathered, be not afraid. We are in good company and shall be saved no matter what or who we meet on this stormy night.
I apologize, it was my other leg. I've never been to a seance before, and I'm really nervous. I can't stop my leg from shaking.
That's all right, lad. I'll hold it down with my foot.
What's me?
Hello, spirit. Be thou as saintly or not, you are welcome.
Oh?
Hello. Is that good-looking fellow Samuel here? I wish to send my felicitations. It's Dorothy. Hello.
Hello, spirit. You are welcome, but there is no Samuel here.
Oh, no Sammy. Wrong seance. I must be in the wrong hotel. Ever so sorry. Did what just happened? Happened?
Yes. Hello, spirit. Be thou as saintly or not, you are welcome.
Oh, help me. The devil has come for me. Help me. Oh. Quiet, fool. I'm in control now, you egotistical blighter. I fancy you'll be speaking for me tonight. Now shut up, and all the rest of you, listen closely to my tale.
Who are you?
I am Neville, the man whose skull sits before you, that's who.
What have you to tell us, spirit?
My death wasn't fair.
Why wasn't it fair?
A young lady's to blame. She did it. And I want all the world to know.
What happened?
Well, I was waiting for this lady. She was supposed to meet me down in the cellar.
Why?
I wanted to talk to her about something.
About what?
Well, I wanted her to marry me.
He proposed to her in the cellar.
That's romantic.
Why in the cellar?
Because I wanted to. All right, stop shoving me about. She wouldn't look or listen to me. She liked another she could not have, and so I tried to gain her interest.
Did you?
No, but I got her alone where she would have to listen to me. There are no disruptions in the cellar.
How did you get her to meet you?
Well, I asked her to all right, I'll tell you. I sent her a note asking her to meet me secretly in the cellar, but I signed it.
How did you sign it?
I said, no, leave me alone, it's so cold. Stop it. I signed it from the one that she admired. I tricked her, and that's why she came.
What happened when she arrived?
Well, she saw that I had fooled her. She was angry. She said I had no right to her affection because she did not care for me. And because I had tricked her that way, she said She would never, ever speak to me again. Me, the best man for her.
Then what happened?
Then I told her that she needed to do it, to marry me. I would be a good husband. I would keep her in comfort. I wouldn't ask much of her, just her loyalty.
And then?
No, she wouldn't speak to me. I begged her. She would be happy enough, I said, and I would be proud to call her mine with her large inheritance and my wits controlling it. It would be a perfect life.
Perfectly ghastly.
Did she respond?
Oh, she said no, never.
Good for her.
What did you say to
Oh, I
that?
became enraged. I told her I would have her one way or another. I would tell everyone that she had come to me for a secret tryst. Her secret lover would never speak to her again. Never! I told her she would be alone for the rest of her life if she didn't accept me.
What happened next, Spirit?
She pushed me away, recoiling from my outstretched arms. I tried to grab her, but I slipped and I fell to the floor outside of the candle light. I hit my head hard on something metal, and then I was unconscious for a moment or two. I lost my bearings. I couldn't see anything, but then I heard this rumbling nearby, and it was getting louder and louder and louder until I looked up and I saw her standing over me, holding a candle. She looked anguished. And then out of the corner of my eye, I saw the elevator. It was coming down, right toward my head. I couldn't move. Our eyes met, and I spoke out. I said, "Help me!" And she said, I can't. It's too late." Just then, a great weight dropped upon me, and I was never more. Never more like that.
Oh, sorry. Arthur, are you okay?
I'll get the lights on.
Oh, it's okay. Arthur, come on, wake up. Wake up.
What? What happened? Oh, I think my nose is broken.
Oh, no, was he?
What the devil? I feel terrible all over. Harry, what is going on?
I was trying to help you. I lifted your head up and it fell to a table. I don't think your nose is broken, hopefully.
Yeah, but now we know what happened.
What happened?
Don't you recall any of what just transpired, Sir Arthur?
No, I don't remember a thing, my dear lady, except did a charming young woman stop by asking for me?
Oh, Sir Arthur. Oh,
What?
Arthur, the spirit of the skull came through. It spoke through you.
Well, what are you saying? It possessed me?
Yeah.
It used me as a vessel?
Oh, somebody should slap him.
Go back to the table. We have much to discuss.
Sit!
Stay away from me.
She's right!
She always is.
Get back down. You sit. Bunch of children is all you are.
Oh, wait.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I don't know what happened to me. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Arthur, just sit back, breathe deep, relax.
Yes. Yes, breathe deep. Relax.
That is good advice. Now, have we all recovered from our experience, Mary?
Yes, I'm quite all right.
Oh, excellent. Now, what have we all learned?
We learned who was responsible for the death of the skull.
He was a rejected suitor that couldn't understand the word no.
He asked for the hand of the woman that he wanted and clearly reviled him. He slipped and fell under the descending elevator.
And while the elevator was to blame for actually cutting off his head, I'd say that devil is mostly responsible himself for tricking her.
Yes.
Oh, well, you are!
So it was an accident.
With nasty circumstances, creating the accident is more like it.
Well, that is a tragedy, but at least we found out the answers, didn't we?
Oh, it wasn't as much us as it was them. Again, I don't know how they do it. I mean, yes.
Yes, truthfully, those spirits have been amazing. I'm ashamed to say we have hardly contributed at all to solving this mystery.
Now see here.
No. She was right. She was right. They have this uncanny ability to show up whenever I'm stuck on a case. And I wonder why. I can't. Uh-oh, I am off.
Oh.
Well, I'm on, actually.
On?
Yes, I have to get to the train station. I need to arrive on time.
Oh, Mr. Poe, I would like to join you on your way to the station, if you wouldn't mind. I have a train to catch too.
Where are you both going in such a hurry?
I'm on duty, and with this new information I have, I don't want to be late.
And I want to make my connection to Bristol. I want a whole day to visit my old nanny's graves.
On duty? Nanny's graves?
Yes, if I solve another cold case, I might get a promotion. I mean, things could be looking up for me.
And I already used up one of my days off. I only get 2 of them a quarter, you know?
No, I don't know. What are you two talking about? You sound like different people. Aren't you E.A. Poe and Mary Shelley, the famous writers?
Yes, I'm E.A. Poe, published mystery writer and detective sergeant with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Huh. And I am Mary Shelley, but I haven't been published yet. Perhaps my return address confuses publishers.
That could be Miss Shelley. I found I wasn't getting any response from publishers until I changed the return address to the Metropolitan Police Department headquarters.
Oh, I see. How clever. Maybe I ought to use a different return address.
But are you saying you were not Edgar Allan Poe and you were not Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley?
Edward Alfred Poe. Oh, that's very funny, Miss Christie. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure working with you. I bid you farewell.
Poe, should we send your detection club invitation then to the Metropolitan Police headquarters?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Miss Shelley, are you coming?
Not just yet, Mr. Houdini. Now I am all ready to go.
Mary, where shall we send your invitation? We'd really like you to commit to future meetings as well.
Oh, I don't believe I can. You see, I'm already committed.
You have other plans, my dear?
No, I'm just already committed. But you can send the invitation to my return address. Maybe I can coordinate my quarterly visits to my nanny's graves with meetings of the detection club. I would like to work on more mysteries together, and maybe I'll have more experiences to share.
Splendid. What's the address, Mary?
You can send it to Mary Shelley, care of the Havoc Home for the criminally insane. Criminally insane. 13 Boneyard Lane. Perfect. North Ipswich. Specifically the one in England, not the one in Australia. It's very confusing. You should visit it sometime. It is a beautiful spot on the edge of the cliffs. Thank you all. It has been delightful. May we meet again soon on another stormy night.
Good luck, Poe.
Okay.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
Who said that? Was that you, Harry?
It wasn't me.
That wasn't me either.
I think it's them. You know, the ghosts.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Of course it's us. We're still here. Where would we go?
No, not again!
Large crowd hail is one of the final show. Here, hold this one. All right.
Ah!